against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are. In the darkest moments. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Atom. Shout out to the Ease. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Hold up. My bad, y'all. I had to put something different on because, I just had to put something different on. We in the building, man. Make some noise. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Apologies for coming in here late. We're probably not going to have as big a turnout as we normally would because I'm talking about things that people don't necessarily want to talk about, but it's all good, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, I appreciate you. And yeah, man, I did come in here late. My beezy, I came in here a bit late. Let me pull myself up. Shout out to Voidling. You guys see Voidling right there? Goodbye, Voidling. I'll talk to you later. Let me pull myself up. One second. Let me pull up all these things. Twitter, okay. And shout out to all the platforms we're on. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked something. What did I just click? My bad, it's gonna slow down. Shout out to all the platforms we're on. My bad, man. I've been tired, y'all. Just going in. I'm in here. I made it. I ain't think I was gonna make it, bro. I ain't think I was gonna make it, dog. I ain't think I was gonna make it. But we made it, man. We in the building. Like I said, hit the like button. Share my page, share my live. You guys are tuned in to Black Entertainment and Television. Yes, sir. Shout out to all the platforms. Shout out to all the platforms we streaming on. Y'all know what it is. YouTube. Answer that poll in the chat. Today's episode, man. We have a federal judge in Chicago rejecting R. Kelly's home detention plea, citing lack of jurisdiction amid allegations of federal threats to life in prison. Yeah, but don't nobody give a damn. That's what happened, gentlemen. Like I said, I always try and tell you. Let me put Voidling away. Voidling messing up the show. Yeah, man. Like I always tell y'all, bro, be careful what you do. Cause you don't know. Look, bro. My bad, y'all.
But what the hell, boy?
Be careful what you do because you don't know who you're gonna be tomorrow. So be careful what you do today. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's the start of summer, and that's why I played that beat. Cause we dropping that song in 10 days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We dropping that song in 10 days. One thing I wanted to check. 1 second. Let me check this out real quick on the phone. My bad, you guys. There we go. All right, we good. We goody. Yeah, man, we ain't gonna be in here too long. We might be in here 40 minutes to an hour, so y'all bear with me. Hopefully y'all enjoy this quick show. We streaming on 5 platforms. Like I said, man, YouTube. The question on YouTube, y'all answer the poll in the chat, and the rest of the platforms. What up, Twitch? What up, Rumble? What up, Facebook? What up, X? The question in the chat that we have on YouTube is, should R. Kelly be able to serve the rest of his sentence in home detention? Vote. And the 2 answer choices are yes, they're trying to end him, or no, you reap what you sow. So let us know what you think in the comment section. Past that, man, let's get into an Adam experience to see what's popping off on the net. Everybody got the same internet, but everybody got different algorithms. So we have President DJT making it to the show. Shout out to Coat 47.
But what the hell, boy?
Shout out to Code 47. Code 47 says, there are too many non-working holidays in the United States costing our countries billions. I guess he was referring to Juneteenth.
You need to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. We got a long 4 years. That's it. But I mean, this is what the people wanted, right? This is what the people wanted. That's what they voted for. That's what they voted for, or at least that's what they told us. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We just got to roll with it. That's what they wanted. An overwhelmingly large majority of people wanted that. So, I mean, hey, what can we say? Let's go to an Adam experience. We have a couple things to cover, and we're just going to get right into the main event. And we'll be back in here tomorrow, hopefully on time. Today is not today. This month is Men's Mental Health Month. Shout out to all the Adams on my page. Shout out to the Eves. Ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the Eves.
Hello.
What I was going to say, it's also at the same time, somehow, some way, it's Pride Month this month.
But what the hell, boy?
Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls in the LGBTQIA plus communities. Like I said, man, shout out to the court. The court sees you, and you can live however you want to live, just so long as you ain't hurting nobody, so long as you ain't hurting no kids, so long as you ain't doing nothing crazy, and so long as you are not sexually humiliating yourself. No, I meant mutilating yourself. Was that yeah.
You need to leave.
Yeah, man, no sexual mutilation. I'm not with all that. That shit kind of crazy to me. Besides the point, like I said, quick disclaimer before we get started. Everything you see is for entertainment purposes. Only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Everything's based off of social media commentary, at the same time public posts. Also, my name is Black Adam, for those of you who are new here. This is my form of dark humor. No pun intended.
But what the hell, boy?
So, you might hear me say outlandish things. I may say outlandish things and I may not smile. I might say things that are funny and I may not smile. You might laugh and I might not, but I'm laughing on the inside. Past that, smoke mirrors truth. Take the metaphorical black pill and see for yourself, and not the incel black pill, okay? Not the incel black pill. This is the black pill named after yours truly, right? I just decided to name myself Black Adam, and then I thought of the idea of the Black Pill podcast, and then coming to my astonishment, I've seen online they said it's a whole incel movement about the black pill. Well, this is the BLAC pill, okay? Not the BLACK pill. BLAC. Beethoven loved all colors to cheat things out of mind. So shout out to all the racist and prejudiced people everywhere. When y'all see me the way I am, always remember it's because I've seen the outside. I've seen the real world, and the world, I'm not going to say it traumatized me, but as you get older, the world starts to box you in, and then you change your perspective. So I changed my perspective on a lot of things. So I used to think everybody was nice, everybody was friendly. And I mean, I guess that's just part of getting older as an adult. You know, you step into adulthood, you start to see things differently because people show you who they are. People show their ass. That's what we say in the hood. People show their ass. All right. Anyways, back to the show. So like I said, it's Men's Mental Health Month. Shout out to our Eves. Ladies, I want y'all to take care of y'all mental health too. Melody, wake up. Wake up. She having a bad dream. Yeah, I want y'all to take care of y'all mental health too, because you could be in this situation. And I'm not bringing this lady on here to, you know, kind of throw shade at her. I'm just saying, like, take your medicine, people. Take your medicine. Here we go. Hold up. We got to put the volume. Here we go.
So you're gonna just sit there and just stand there? Can you leave my room, please? I'm 28 years old. I don't know you. I'm God's daughter. I'm God's
But
daughter.
what the hell, boy?
You in my house.
I'm God's daughter. Hello. Are you okay?
So you just don't refusing to take the medicine.
I just told you I took a medication pill. I'm honestly fine.
Where is it?
Why does it matter? Where's my medication? I'm 28.
See the bottle.
I'm 18 and up. I don't have to show you anything.
Now let me stop right here. People, even if you pay bills at somebody's house, you could be 18 and up, just so you guys know, right? And if the show starts to lag or if the stream lags, I don't know what's going on. Me and Spectrum gonna have to have a serious talk. But you could be 18 and up. If you're in somebody's house, you have to abide by their rules. Secondly, if you have mental issues and you got to take your medicine, and if you find your way to my page, right? If you have medicine you're supposed to take, right? I'm here to tell you, bruh. Take the goddamn medicine, people. Ain't nobody trying to have you doped up unless you somebody famous, bro. Nobody's trying to have you out here doped up or whatever and try and hide your way, bro. We're trying to tell you, take your medicine so that way, what's the correct terminology? That way you're okay. That way you can function properly. That's why you were prescribed the medicine that you were prescribed. Hopefully, right? Let's continue.
Yes, you do. If you're gonna live in
I'm
this house,
18 and up. I don't have to show you anything.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to show you anything, ma'am. I'm grown.
If you're grown, then why are you still in her house, bruh? Why are you in her house?
You need to leave.
If you grown and you want to be grown, go be grown. But then you got to get out of somebody's house. See, me, I wanted to be grown. I think I left my house when I was 19. I officially got my own apartment at 20. Right? Been living by myself since 20. It's been ups and downs, hustling backwards sometimes. But like I said, I wanted to be grown. So I got my own spot. And ladies, not necessarily y'all, but I'm saying if you have mental issues and you don't want to listen to somebody, bro, if they kick you out, bro, you can't be mad and don't turn around and point the camera at them and be like, look at how they do me, because you did it to yourself, bro.
Grown, ma'am.
keep thinking that.
I'm grown, ma'am. I'm 18 and I'm 28. Okay.
If you're 28, why are you still there? And that's her mom. She just wants to help, bro. Anyways, let's continue because that's all the footage we have on that. Let's continue. Mental illness, people. Mental illness is real. I got to bring you the mental illness that I see on my algorithm because you wouldn't believe what I see. And y'all answer that poll in the chat too, by the way. But this is the mental illness I see on my algorithm. And this is what I mean where I say the media tries to make you vibrate low. Because, I show this to other people and they're like, wow, your algorithm's crazy. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't even know what to tell you, dog. Look at this, people.
Look, y'all, my auntie got her baby. She love her baby.
You need to leave.
That's your baby.
Hold up. I have to make it bigger because I don't know how well you guys can see this. So let me put it over here. Hold up.
And who's your father? My dad.
Mental illness. Hold on.
Look, y'all.
Hold on. I have to make it bigger for the world to see. Somebody come look at this shit. Look at this.
My auntie got her baby.
You need to
She
leave.
love her baby, though.
Mom!
That's your baby.
But what the hell, boy?
Mental illness, people. Mental illness is not okay.
My dog!
Look, y'all, my auntie got her baby.
What are you doing?
She love her baby, though.
Mom!
You need to leave.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is something I expect from white people, bro. I'm just playing.
You need to leave.
I'm just playing. But yeah, that's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting. They say white people, well, they don't say, we have video footage of white people letting dogs lick in their mouth and shit. That's disgusting, bro. I used to think that was okay. I wasn't letting the dog lick all in my mouth, but nah. My dog, I had a dog named Fatty. May he sleep in peace. Fatty, if you put your face towards his face, Fatty would try and bite your face off. So I think that was God teaching us. Yeah, don't let the dog lick in your mouth, bro. Ew.
What the hell, boy?
Another piece of mental health, and then we're gonna continue. Here we go.
Who's your father?
My dad died when I was 3.
How do you know this?
And this is an excerpt, people. This is an excerpt of Tokyo Tony having a conversation with another lady. I don't know, who the other lady is. I know Tokyo Tony is Blac Chyna's mother. I forget her new name because she gave herself back to God after she had the Baphomet tattoo on her body. Yeah.
You need to leave.
And for those of you who don't know what the Baphomet tattoo is, the Baphomet, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Baphomet tattoo is the tattoo of the devil, or it signifies demonic worship. Here we go.
Because I got pictures at the funeral, I think.
How do you know this?
How do I know what? About my mom?
Your dad died.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if
what
I...
the
Do
hell?
you remember your dad?
I do.
You remember
I do.
him directly?
I remember things from when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
That could be the reason. Who's your father?
What could be the reason, though? What are you talking about?
What the hell, boy?
Mental illness, people. Mental illness. Let's continue. Shout out to Tokyo Tony. I don't want her to make a post about me screaming and stuff because I'm just going to look at her like...
You need to leave.
Let me continue. Let's see what else we got popping off. We got old footage of how men and women used to be back in the day. Somebody sent this to me. I don't know how to feel about this, but these are white people. But I guess black people kind of had the same sentiment. Y'all let me know. I don't know. Here we go. Oh.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
Oh.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
You need to leave.
Oh. Now the real question is this why some women like to be spanked? Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And she smiled. Oh.
Daddy,
Oh.
you spanked Mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
You darn
That
tootin' I
means you
did.
love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Yeah, fellas, don't. Hey, shout out to the Adams everywhere, bro. Hey, say, bro. Don't spank no girls out here, bro. You gonna be with R. Kelly, bro. You gonna be with R. Kelly.
You need to leave.
Don't do it, homie. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. In other news, let me see. We got Will Smith, and then we're gonna get into some news before we get into R. Kelly. Oh shit, we got Krishan again. Prom. What is it? Streamer prom. All this stuff. Hey man, we got a lot. Hold on. I'm not speeding through. I'm going kind of slow. Here we go. Will Smith said what? Here we go.
Only person I never really could beat, and it was the craziest thing. It used to piss me off so bad. In telling jokes about each other. In Philly, we called it bussing. You just bussing on each other.
But what the hell, boy?
You need to leave.
I gotta get some new sounds. This bit major pause, bro. That ninja said in Philly they call it bussing on each other. Hey, I don't know if we got any followers or people watching from Philly. Hey, Philly, bro. We need to know, do y'all call it bussing on each other? Because if y'all call it bruh.
You need to leave.
Disgusting, bro.
We called it bussing. And Flavor Flav, just the most bizarre things would come out of his mouth, and I just couldn't find an angle. And
no pauses whatsoever. Oh shit, my bad. I almost dropped the mic.
What the hell, boy?
Goddamn. No pauses whatsoever. This ninja wildin', bro.
he just is undefeated. The only person I never really could beat, and it was the craziest thing. It used to piss me off so bad. In telling jokes about each other. In Philly, we called it bussing.
What is this?
You just bussing on each other.
Oh,
we called it
God.
bussing. And Flavor Flav.
Oh my God, somebody just bust on me, bro. Look, bro. Now look at this fly. Hey, somebody just busted on me, bro. Come on, bro.
You need to leave.
Nah, it was just Lent. Oh my God.
Just the most.
All right, man. Let's get into some real shit. First things first, man. We'll do Law and Order with Black Adam. We got some Law and Order with Black Adam. Y'all know what it is, man. So first things first, we have Fat Joe being sued for $20 million. And I believe I brought this up, but I guess it made the headlines again because it's starting to become a big thing. Fat Joe is being sued for $20 million by his former hype man who claims he personally witnessed the rapper engage in sexual relations with children, with minors. We're going to say minors because I don't want to get blocked here. With minors who were 15 and 16 years old. And supposedly he paid for 15-year-old BBLs and more. Crazy shit, people. Now, I'm not going to read you guys. Should I read you guys the documents? I will read you guys the documents, but let's allow some other content creators to get some promo here in case y'all want to follow them. So we're going to go to TikTok real quick and see what's popping off with that. Let me see. TikTok. And let us know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me see. TikTok, interact. Joey Crack. Shout out to Joey Crack. You made it to the show, brother. See, I like Joey Crack. The problem is Joey Crack is not black, and Joey Crack says the N-word. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with Latino people saying the N-word. My whole thing is if black people tell other communities, please stop saying the word, and they try and justify it by saying, but you guys say the word too, nobody can stop me from saying the word. I personally feel like if we don't consider that a hate crime, since we all say it, right, and they say the words, are we allowed to say the slurs of other communities? Follow me for a second. So you know, there's a slur for Mexican people, there's a slur for and I actually was informed of this by a white woman I dealt with in the past. She was telling me, she's like, everybody has slurs for each other except for white people. So when we say that we believe, when you hear white people say they're discriminated against, there is no discrimination. And I looked at her, I was like, damn, baby. I was like, that's so deep. And I was like, what if we call you Cracker? And she was like, Cracker? Okay, I'm salty. She was like, I'm a cracker, so what? And I was like, damn. Shit opened my eyes. But yeah. So yeah, that shit opened my eyes. But yeah, bro, I'm just saying, bro. So like, if other people of other communities are allowed to say these slurs after you ask them to not say the slurs, should everybody be allowed to say all the slurs that everybody says to make people feel bad about themselves and demean themselves? Because it's not the same when they say it. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, they say the word nigga or negus. They say nigga in Africa supposedly means king. So I don't know if that was actually real or they just created that so that way it could be okay. But all I'm saying is, yeah, how about we just all stop saying it? I mean, I say it from time to time, you know, it is what it is, bro, but it doesn't make me feel empowered to say it. Anyways, let's continue. Here we go.
Fat Joe on his R. Kelly-ish, his former hype man filed a $20 million lawsuit accusing Fat Joe of having relations with minors and paying for a 15-year-old girl's BBL.
But what the hell, boy?
Y'all niggas wilding out here in these streets. 15-year-old BBL, and she wilding too. Also, I heard this term too. I heard this, there's this thing going around that BBLs have a smell. Yeah, they say BBLs have a smell. We're going to discuss that maybe as well. Here we go.
The former hype man also is accusing Fat Joe of making him participate in humiliating.
Shout out to Jack. We got Jack in the building. What up, homie? It's been a minute, Jack. It's been a minute. Yeah, man. We just been pushing and grinding, man. I'm tired. I don't know what's left and right anymore. Right is left and left is right and down is up and up is down, my ninja. Damn. Anyways, man, y'all answer the poll in the chat. Answer the poll in the chat.
Intimate acts. Terrence Dixon and Fat Joe's former hype man actually made allegations against Fat Joe on social media this year, accusing Fat Joe of these crimes. Now, in response to his allegations, Fat Joe hit him with a defamation lawsuit, and instead of him doubling back the claims, he actually upped the stakes, and Fat Joe with a lawsuit included all of these heinous allegations. According to Variety, Fat Joe is being accused of labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. On to allege that Roc Nation was a part of this and helped Fat Joe cover up all of these claims. Claims that he personally witnessed Fat Joe engaging in these acts with 15 and 16-year-old girls.
Now let's just stop right here and let's think for a second. if you witness this, one, why didn't you say anything? That's where I'm always like, you know, if you see something, say something. You know, if you witness this, why didn't you say something? And two, if you witnessed this and did not say anything, not to defend Joey Crack, but if you witnessed this and did not say anything, are you not coincidentally still at fault? Because action through inaction is still action. So for example, now I don't want to use that example. That's a bit extreme. We ain't gonna do that. All right, let me see. I'm trying to think of an example because I don't want to say a crazy example because, you know, Ninja's going to be like, oh my God. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of one off the top of the dome that's more appropriate for this conversation. But basically, I'll say it like this. Let's say you were, you know, you walking in the streets and you see somebody rob somebody and then the police is there. Police try to catch the person. You know, they didn't catch the person, right? And I'm saying this so y'all can understand. Stop trying to play this street code, street law, whatever y'all want to be, bro. Be a square. But yeah, you see somebody getting robbed, and when you see that person getting robbed, the police see it too. The police try to chase the person, you know, they lose the person, and they ask you, hey, can you give us any information on what was going on? If you don't say anything, were you an accomplice? I wouldn't think so, but I mean, it should be heavy on your conscience that inaction, because you didn't say anything, you feel what I'm saying? You were kind of a part of it because you seen it happen. Now, at the same time, people are going to turn around and say, oh, you know, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to talk to police. Rightfully so, rightfully so. But in this situation, why are you suing now and claiming you saw these things when you should have said something 10, 15 years ago or whatever the case may have you? That's all I'm saying. And like I said, where are these women? Are these women going to come out? And we're going to keep you guys updated on this story. But where are these women and are these women going to come out?
Alleging that he paid a 16-year-old Dominican girl in exchange for ORAL. He's claiming that Fat Joe would shower them with cash and clothes, and he even claims that Fat Joe was messing with a 15-year-old girl from overseas, that he would frequently fly the girl over here to the States and even pay for her to allegedly get a BBL because her body wasn't quote-unquote fully developed. This former hype man even went on to allege that Joe was in love with the girl to leave his wife for her. He claims that Fat Joe would fly the girl out to some of their tour stops and even bought her a condo near his home. He even has a recorded phone conversation of one of the girls talking about the relationship she has with Fat Joe.
Yeah, bro.
You need to leave.
Yeah, bro. I felt like you was kind of setting that up, homie, because why do you have a recorded conversation of him having a conversation with somebody else? And gentlemen, this is why I tell you, bro. I'm not trying to protect nobody here, but that's why I'm very, I err on the side of caution with people, because why would you have a recording of me talking to somebody else? Unless I was talking to you too, but I don't think I was talking to you. But besides the point, hey man, that's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. Let's let him finish.
Of all of this, he is alleging that Fat Joe made him engage in acts as well. He is claiming that there was somewhere near 4,000 of them, and he claims that Fat Joe would threaten to leave him out of the country wherever they were at doing this, and he claims that Fat Joe would threaten to fire.
I need some new sounds, bro. So he shit. This shit sound like Diddy all over again.
You need to leave.
Shit sound like Diddy all over again. So he forced you to engage. So he sexually exploited you is what you're saying, brother. Here we go.
Him, and he would basically lose his form of income.
Hey, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. Oh yeah, Jack, you're officially a Adam now, by the way. You're one of us. Welcome to the club. Here we go.
There are recordings of these situations as well, and this is literally insane. I cannot believe Fat Joe is being accused of being on his R. Kelly and Diddy-ish. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, damn. So, I don't know, bro. We live in I don't know. I'm always at a loss for words, but nothing really surprises me anymore. As I get older, as you get older, guys, you're gonna recognize too. Nothing's really going to surprise you anymore. People do. Or we'll say cash is king, and everybody has a price, unfortunately. And everybody may say they don't have a price, you feel me? But yeah, bro, everybody has a price and everybody's going for certain perks or tiers or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to say in this situation. All I know is you're a grown man saying another grown man coerced you to do this and that. If he's paying you, why is your money not together to where if you didn't want to participate in something, you could just fly yourself home? Like, I don't understand how y'all niggas allow another man to have that kind of power over you. I could never, bro. I could never. I'm just not cut like that, bro. I don't like letting nobody have power over me, bro. It literally just turns me off. Let me see. Here goes Fat Joe.
Sure, man. What were you like in high school?
Terrible.
Hold on, let me see. Fat Joe, funny. Here we go.
Robinson the other day.
Man, all y'all with this music, bro.
Coming back. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then he got the podcast with Jada Kiss, so they just effed up the bag right then and there. The bag donezo now, because when you get that case, people, I keep telling y'all, when y'all get a case on you, bro, you know it doesn't matter whether or not it's true or not true. Society's gonna paint a picture, and then you have to defend yourself and make sure that picture that they created gets erased and you form a new picture. So already you losing like $10 million because you got to pay the right lawyer to make this go away. On top of that, you may have to settle for less. You may have to settle for something. You're gonna spend some money and you're gonna lose some money. And that's why I tell y'all, bro, if you look like me, if you don't look like me, shout out to my brothers that look like me. Shout out to my male counterparts and my brothers that don't look like me. Fellas, find a way to stay away from the legal system, bro. Live your life, bro. It's so much shit to do out here. Like I said, y'all see me on the computer every day because I'm building up my future life, right? In the future, I'm going to be a known streamer or whatever. But I'm saying, bro, there's so much more to life, bro. There's so much more life going on than y'all even realize. And I'm saying this from having seen the world. Like, I done traveled. I've traveled around the 50 states. I haven't been to all of them, but I've been all the way up in New York, all the way down to California. I've never been to Washington, I think. I never had a route to Washington. But I've been through at least maybe 40, 45 states. I've traveled to Mexico. I've traveled to the Caribbean. I've traveled to the Virgin Islands. I've been to Jamaica. Like I said, the world's a big place, people. I ain't go to Europe, though. I don't know how they feel about me. And you know how they feel about ninjas. I don't know how they feel about me. But yeah, I'm saying the world's a big place and there's a lot to do out here. You know, you don't want to be sitting in jail over some kitty cat, bro. I got to say it like that. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. And like I always said, there's women out here that are willing to work with you. You just got to find them. Now, it's not easy to find them, but once you find them, you know, stick and move, bro. Stick and move. Here we go. We got Fat Joe saying he's a serial glizzy eater. I'm telling you, you ninjas have an obsession with being homosexual, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
That shit crazy, bro. That shit is insane. Here we go.
You know, I'm a serial glizzy eater. You know
and that ninja sat there and thought about it, bro. That ninja sat and thought about it, bro. Hold on. Y'all answer the poll in the chat if you in the chat, bro. Here we go.
Whoa. No, I'm telling you, pause.
Yo. Ain't no pause to that, bro. How do you pause that, bro? That ninja say, you know, I'm a serial glizzy eater. My ninja. There's something to be said about the obsession with vajayjay and peepees, okay?
Pause. Pause.
Yo, come on.
Pause. Pause.
Everything was going
Hold
smooth.
on. Coming back. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah, you
that ninja said, I'm coming anyway. I'm a serial glizzy eater, bro. You can't make this up, bro. We cook, bro. These are the people we looked up. Well, some people look up to.
I'm a serial glizzy eater. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
No, I'm telling you, pause.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Fat Joe. All right, let me see what else I got. Shit. Let me get back to Instagram real quick. And y'all hit that like button too, bro. Let me get to Instagram real quick. Tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't be shy, guys. There is no wrong answer. Let's just not be a bit extreme, okay? Let's not say anything a bit outlandish. We got your boy Diddley in the building talking about Hennessy come out and play.
Come out and play.
Yeah, that ninja did whatever they said he did, bro. My ninja did whatever they said he did, bro.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Right in front of our faces the whole time, bro. You can imagine. We all have this God-given gift called imagination. Can you imagine what was going on with this ninja saying happy birthday to me with this man screaming? Hold on, let me restart it.
Come out and play. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
You can call me Love.
And Puff, where did that come from?
I can't tell you that. Y'all know y'all gonna have to turn up tonight, right? All right now. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Y'all know how y'all was doing it back in 64. Dancing.
And he licked his lips, bro.
You need to leave.
All right, let's continue. Let me see. What's this about?
Hey, Cardasia. Just turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Like I said, people, stop doing crimes. I told y'all, if y'all work in a store and you doing crimes, not to expose what the feds do or what the police do, whatever y'all call them. Shout out to the pigs. Oh, I'm just playing.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm telling y'all, they gonna let y'all steal. You think you got it good, and then once you get enough to where they can put a case on you, they gonna take you in. Now, this is old footage from April 4th, but this is just an example just to show y'all the world that we live in.
So you're being placed under arrest right now for fraud. I know you got a lot of questions. Everything's gonna be explained to you, okay? Okay.
So you've been arrested before, or no? What were you arrested for?
My previous charges, of, what was it? It was fraudulent stuff. I can't tell you the exact charge, but I know it was
like fraud related?
Yes.
Are you going through like just hard times right now at home or something like that?
Not really. I mean, of course, bills, but
yeah.
And they asking you that to get the reasoning, but they're really asking you for questioning that they can use against you, because everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Shout out to this comment right here. It says, it's amazing that they can find and arrest her at a low-paying job with no problem, but the ones defrauding companies and systems for millions of dollars, they can't seem to find and arrest. Bars. Yeah, man. Man, it's tough out here in these streets, bro. Let me see. More Law and Order with Black Adam. More Law and Order. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the E's. If you are engaging in sexual fornication with multiple partners, please go get tested. We have HIV and STI rates rising in Houston, Texas. Here we go.
New data shows HIV and sexually transmitted infection rates are climbing across Harris County, and some of the most impacted neighborhoods are right here in Houston.
Our Ricky Munoz spoke with healthcare professionals who say more testing, education, and access to treatment are the keys to turning around the trend.
Downtown, Montrose, and Sunnyside, all Houston neighborhoods topping the list of new HIV and STIs. Now, health officials say it's because of different factors.
Why do you get tested? I think there's a lot of misinformation that still holds true to some people. So I think a lot of people are afraid of knowing their status.
And like I said, people, shout out to the gentleman right here who said that. People, go get tested. You'll be surprised. You might have something, you might not have something, whatever. But the real reality of the situation is you may think you have something and create this thing in your head called placebo effect to where you have nothing. I remember I thought I had something, right? I went to get tested maybe a couple months ago, and I remember, they made me drop my pants. I think I said this yesterday. They made me drop my pants. I was sitting there like,
But what the hell, boy?
and they're like, yeah, so what's the problem? Are you feeling anything? And I'm like, nah, I just want to make sure. I want to get tested. They're like, wow, good job for staying on top of your stuff. So, they took my blood and everything. So they're like, we'll let you know if anything's going on, but we think you're fine. So, week later, I get a call. They're like, hey, we just want to let you know your blood work came back and everything is completely fine. You see that? And I just put it in my head. I thought there was something wrong with me. And that's why I'm saying go get tested. It's okay to get tested. We're living in a time now where they have medication for shit, people. So if you got something, you can treat it. Okay? Don't feel uncomfortable. It's actually empowering to get tested because, especially to my brothers, shout out to all the men and all the young men that find their way to my page. Shout out to you guys. Gentlemen, you are more attractive with a clean bill of health. Take care of yourself. I haven't been to the gym these last few days. I'm actually losing muscle. I've been all over the place, but I got to get back on top of what I got to do. I've just been bombarded by a lot of shit that I'm trying to do. And, I've been trying to cope. It's been fucking with me. Excuse my French. But like I said, get tested, people. Get tested. Have a clean bill of health. You will feel better about yourself. It's going to make you more confident about yourself as a man, as a woman, whoever you may be, if you get a clean bill of health. Because in a world where all these ninjas is burning and itching and scratching, you heard me? In a world where all these ninjas is itching, burning, and scratching, ninja, you are clean. And you can walk proudly like I'm clean. And that's why I told y'all, ladies, Yeah, I gotta see them papers. I was thinking about Usher just now. I was gonna start singing. I'm ready to sign them papers. Papers. Signing papers. Yeah, man, I need to see them papers. Let's get it.
Recent data shows young adults, especially Black and Hispanic males and females, are being hit the hardest. The 15 to 35 age range makes up the bulk of new cases.
Now, this is another interesting statement and or statistic right here. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily true because the Black and Latino community go get tested more or what. I'm gonna go look into that and I'm gonna bring you guys back that information. But yeah, hey, Houston, shout out to the H-Town. Shout out to the Big H. What up, Houston? Like I said, shout out to H-Town. H-Town, if you watching this show, bro, hey, bro, wrap it up, bro. Practice safe fornication, bro. Wrap it up, bro. Wrap it up. I don't care what them girls tell you, bro. Them girls out here in these streets, fellas, ladies. I don't care what that ninja tell you, bro. These ninjas out here in these streets, bro. Don't let social media fool you. Ninjas is out here. Women and men are out here in these streets fornicating, ninja. Fornicating. Don't let them lie to you. Not in today's time. Not in today's time, bro. I'm here to tell you. Peak game. Y'all want free game? Ninjas is out here fornicating like a okay?
And Harris County is one of the top counties where there are the most cases of HIV. Some folks may not even have symptoms, right? And so they may be spreading this disease and this virus to other folks, and they may not even be aware that they're spreading it.
Yep. Ninjas wonder why I'm scared to deal with, well, shout out to the Houston women, but, yeah. I gotta see them papers, and even then, like I said, if you're not my girlfriend, like if we're not together in a committed relationship, yeah, ninja, there's just no, like I said, condoms, my ninja, condoms. There's just no way, bro. It's just no way.
Experts say stigma around testing, protection, and sexual health is keeping people from taking steps that could save lives.
What we're seeing is that these folks that are in these age groups, they're practicing more unsafe sex. They're practicing sex with multiple members.
But Harris County is responding. Legacy Community Health is one of several organizations ramping up resources, offering walk-in testing, financial support, and access to PrEP and PEP for prevention.
We do offer free confidential testing, free visits. We offer free same-day walk-in appointments.
New data shows HIV and sexually transmitted.
Damn, if they got free testing, I need some free testing, bro. All right, now we got to kind of cut it short because I got to go get this money. Got to work the night shift, people. So we're going to get to the main event. We'll discuss Wendy Williams and all the other things I wanted to discuss tomorrow. Main event, people, y'all know what it is. And here we go. All right, main event, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Like I said, we probably won't have a higher turnout because don't nobody give a damn about a ninja named R. Kelly anymore. I'm just going to say it, bro.
What the hell, bro?
That's how they do you, bro. Like I said, gentlemen, remain a square. That's how they do you. They'll use you until they do, and then after that, it is what it is. But anyways, we have a federal judge in Chicago rejecting R. Kelly's home detention plea, citing lack of jurisdiction amid allegations of federal threats to his life in prison. Let's get it. Where should we go first? First off, let me put away the thumbnail. We're gonna go to TikTok. We're gonna go to TikTok and start there. And y'all tell us what y'all think in the comment section. If I don't see your comments, it is because I'm streaming on multiple platforms. So you know what it is, but it's all good. Today's show could have a less of amount of views because I did like over 3,000 views in the last few days, so it's all good. But R. Kelly, what's the Gayle King? We'll start it like this. Here we go.
I have been buried alive, but I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong.
They always got to put the music in. Hold on. Here we go.
stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my stupid.
Sad situation, people. Sad situation. And gentlemen, what I always want to tell you is if you get emotional, especially as a black man, I don't know about the white man. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. But as a black man in today's society, if you get emotional about something that's happening to you, they'll turn around and make you into a meme. Now, you may think I'm just saying this shit, right? Let me show you another example. Shout out to Tyrese crying. Here's another example, people. Y'all remember this meme?
I filmed the video, uploaded the video. Video was on the internet. So imagine being the butt of every joke, memes, all your homies, friends, people that ain't your friends, clowning, joking. And guess what? Because I'm a bit of a troll myself, I would have probably been clowning the motherfucker too.
All right, hold on.
Oh my God, my Shayla, my Shayla. Oh my God, my.
That turned to a meme, but I'm just showing you. I'm just trying to reinforce my point here. R. Kelly. So yeah, R. Kelly, Gayle King. Yeah, so this happened a while back. You know, they say he did whatever he did. I think I wasn't 2023. Where was I? Was this in 20? Whenever this happened, I was still doing whatever I was doing in my own life, bro, trying to get it together. Here we go.
I have been.
No, bro, no music.
Killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth.
Let me see. I wish I could pull up the full interview. Let me see.
Have you ever had sex
No.
with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never.
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read
I'm gonna tell
and
you
what the
something,
women
Gayle.
have
There's
said
one
about you.
I'm gonna
What
tell
the
you
women have
something.
said about you. They're lying on you.
Listen, I wasn't part of this, y'all. But let's listen.
Have you ever had sex
No.
with
What the
anyone
hell?
under the age of 17?
Y'all seen that, bro? Did y'all see that?
But what the hell, boy?
Bro, that wasn't me. Oh.
I wasn't part of this,
Oh,
y'all.
hold on,
But
hold on, hold
let's
on.
listen to-
The
Have
Fetty
you ever had
look, the
sex with
Fetty
anyone
government people, the Fetty government, I'm telling you.
under the age of 17?
No.
Never.
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read
I'm gonna tell
and
you
what the
something,
women
Gayle.
have
There's
said
one
about you.
I'm gonna
What
tell
the
you
women have
something.
said about you. They're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. 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 I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it
never
be
held
for R.
anybody.
Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. Why, how stupid would I be to do that? Is this camera on me?
Yes. It's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. One point he did make is, how stupid would you have to be a renowned, whatever the correct terminology is, how stupid would you have to be a known person in America to hold people against their will in America? Secondly, I'm always gonna say this because I'm not defending R. Kelly. Where were the parents? Where were the parents? What were the parents doing around these times? Like, were they like I'm confused, bro.
Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. Right now, I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement.
Let me see. Anyways, we'll fast forward. So R. Kelly, his attorneys came out and said he was being targeted in prison, and I told you guys about this. R. Kelly attorneys targeted. They came out and said he's being targeted by people who are paying people who are potentially on death row or whatever the case may have you, to off him, bro. To off him. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go.
Kelly's attorneys are asking President Donald Trump to release their client immediately, saying prison officials have hired an inmate to murder him. Kelly is serving a 30-year sentence for sexual misconduct at a federal prison in North Carolina. Today, Kelly's legal team filed an emergency motion in Chicago federal court to get him out. They say they have a sworn affidavit from a terminally ill inmate who says prison officials offered him freedom in his final days in exchange for Kelly's murder.
Boy, oh
there
boy.
have been discussions not only with Michael Stein, but as the motion indicates, we've recently received information from another inmate named Mr. Harris. And Mr. Harris has indicated that he too has been approached by the same lieutenant who's been approaching Michael Stein, and that discussions have been had about poison in the food hall, about poison in the commissary. Discussions with Mr. Stein have been had about stabbings. These are the kinds of methods that have been discussed.
And that's why I try to tell y'all, bro, gentlemen, stay away from the penitentiary if applicable, bro, because nobody's gonna care, bro. Here we go.
His attorney also says,
I ain't gonna lie, this girl straight though. Yeah. Here we go.
2 inmates were approached by high-ranking prison officials to carry out the murder. Kelly was convicted in 2022 in Chicago of child pornography. The year prior, he was convicted in federal court in New York of racketeering conspiracy charges. The disgraced singer is not eligible for release until the year 2045.
Damn, that's 20 years from now, bro. Yeah, damn, it's crazy because they got R. Kelly on a racketeering charge as well. I didn't even know that. Let me see. What did R. Kelly go to prison for? Let's see.
I didn't know if this was normal. I didn't know if this is how adults acted. Like I just didn't know.
He has this type of like intimidation right off the bat. I was just waiting for it to be over.
I think he gets some sort of satisfaction within himself, knowing that he's taking control over other people.
So he was sentenced to 30 years. Hey man, they gotta stop with this music, bro. He had criminal charges in Illinois and Minnesota. They said R. Kelly perpetrated an organized effort to coerce minors into illegal activities.
Eating for a couple days as punishment. Also being slapped and beaten, kicked. I was introduced to one of the girls that he told me he trained. And since she was 14, those were his words.
He was also convicted of bribing a state worker to forge an ID card so he could marry a 15-year-old when he was 27. Ninja. I believe that was Aaliyah.
You need to leave.
Yeah, bro, you niggas wilding out here in these streets, bro. It's, I mean, hey, I don't know. Yo, they gotta stop with this music, bro. A source confirmed, yep, like I said, that was Aaliyah. Why niggas be so crazy about it? Well, I don't know. That was back in the day. In an interview, Kelly told Gayle King that the woman lied. Here we go.
50 people, family members, your former tour manager, numerous women who all claim that you abused them. Are you saying everybody in that documentary was not telling the truth about you? Everybody?
If you really look at that documentary, which I'm sure you have,
I have.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good. They was describing Lucifer.
Yeah, shit. Let me see.
Lawyers for singer
Yeah, this is Gayle King now yesterday.
R. Kelly are working to get him out of prison this morning after alleging that the guards are trying to kill him. Court papers say that R. Kelly was rushed to the hospital last week after an overdose of medication given to him by the prison staff. The R&B star, as you know, is serving a 50-year term for 2 convictions on sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
Kelly's attorneys first announced an alleged plot to kill him in prison last week. He has been in prison since 2022. Prosecutors say the allegations have no merit, but his lawyers say recent developments prove their claims.
R. Kelly's attorneys say there is no doubt that prison officials want him dead. According to the new court motion,
Now, the reason why I believe this has merit to it is because in prison, whether or not you did it or didn't do it, they have this term called a chomo. I'm gonna say it, chomo, right? If you're considered a chomo in prison, yeah, Ninja, they want you gone, bro. They want you gone. Hold on, I gotta play the Undertaker. They want you gone, bro. They don't like chomos in prison. So if this is the case, right, and we know that they don't like chomos in prison, I'm here to tell you that, yeah, it's very feasible that they're trying to get this ninja. Now, are they doing the right thing? I don't know, because I'm not the judge. I don't know the actual stories, but I mean, if they're lying, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody going to hell, bro. That's it. What do I say? Everybody going to hell. Let me see.
Kelly was in solitary confinement against his will and provided with his usual anxiety and sleep medication on June 12th. The next morning, he allegedly lost consciousness and was taken by ambulance to a nearby hospital. The filing claims Kelly had been administered an overdose quantity of his medications that threatened his life and required hospitalization for 2 days. Kelly's attorneys say the alleged drugging was in response to their previous claims of the deadly conspiracy by prison officials. The filing also...
Now, like I said, people, what are the odds? What are the odds? And probably, like I said, a lot of people probably won't even see this stream, but I'm saying, what are the odds, regardless of what he did, or whether or not he did it? Because I don't know if he did it. I don't know what to believe. I got to do extensive research on the case. 3 sides to a story, his side, their side, and the truth. Somewhere along the middle, we could find the truth, but I don't know, bro.
Also states the hospital found blood clots in Mr. Kelly's legs and lungs that would require surgery and an extended stay in the hospital with blood thinners.
Damn.
But his lawyers allege officers with guns came into his hospital room and removed Mr. Kelly.
Ooh, this why I tell y'all, bro. Bruh.
You need to leave.
I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all ninjas end up in a penitentiary, bro, you're cooked. That's why I say anybody that could potentially put you in a pen, bro, if I get the inclination that dealing with you will make me or lead me somehow down the road of you calling the feds on me, you calling the police on me, no way, bro. No way.
He was taken from the hospital against his will and against the directives of the doctors.
Bruh, this is real shit, people.
You need to leave.
And you know, Ninja's not gonna care because it's R. Kelly, but this is real shit, people. As far as I know, you can't do that, bro, legally. But here we go.
They added he could die from this condition, and they are letting it happen. The embattled singer was convicted of sex trafficking and racketeering in New York and Chicago in 2021 and 2022. But before his convictions, he spoke to Gayle King in 2019, adamantly denying the allegations against him.
Believe me, man, this is not me. They lying on me. They're lying on me. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm not afraid because I'm telling the truth.
Despite
now, one thing I will say is, you know, if somebody was threatening you with such serious allegations, how would you react, right? That's the real question. How would you react? Would you react in the same way? Would you be calm? How would you react? And that's just the whole thing.
the newest allegations, federal prosecutors have pushed back on the singer's previous claims that his life is in danger, calling them, quote, repugnant and theatrical, and adding that
Ninja, they said that this ninja needs blood thinners and all that, and they call that theatrical. Woo, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
Make a mockery of the harm suffered by Kelly's victims.
Wow.
The Bureau of Prison.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Gentlemen, like I said, bro, legal women only. Don't do it. Don't do it. Excuse me. Is she younger than, you know, I don't want to say it like that, but I'm saying if she's not legal, don't do nothing with these girls, bro. Hold your nuts, bro. There's another woman that's legal that probably look just like her somewhere out here in these streets, bro. Legal. Because this could be you, bro. This could be you. Here we go.
Told us for privacy, safety, and security reasons, it does not discuss the conditions of confinement for any incarcerated individual. And
let me show you corruption in real time. Y'all go listen to this. Corruption in real time.
State prisons told us for privacy.
The Bureau of Prisons told us for privacy, safety, and security reasons.
Safety and security reasons. It does not
discuss the conditions of confinement. Bro, do y'all understand how corrupt that sounds, bro? Woo. Bad situation, people. Here we go.
Discuss the conditions of confinement for any incarcerated individual, including medical and health-related issues.
What that means, I'm gonna break it down for all my supporters. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate and love all y'all. Bro, what that means is they could be whooping your ass every single day and nobody will ever know. They could be having you strapped up, right? They could have you tied up to the wall and nobody would ever know, bro. And you wouldn't be able to prove it, bro. And that's why I tell y'all, stay away from the court system, Ninja.
Bureau also said it does not comment on pending litigation. Kelly's lawyers want him placed in home detention, and they are pleading with President Trump for a full pardon.
And as you guys know, they denied the home detention. We'll keep you guys updated on the story, man. I gotta go get this money. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Yes, sir. We back in there tomorrow. We back in here tomorrow. It's Friday. Tomorrow starts summer. We drop and take you home. We drop and take you home in the next 10 days. Take you home. Let me pull up the cover. I want to pull up the cover and show it to you guys. Let me see. First things first. We're going to use Boys in Blue. Damn, where's Boys in Blue? I don't even know where Boys in Blue is. All right, let me use a different one. We drop and take you home. Let me play the beat. This the beat. Made by yours truly, yes sir. All right, let me see. So we dropping this song. Hold on. All right, we're gonna use this one. Yeah, we dropping that. We dropping that. Hold on, let me find the picture, the cover. Let's see. All right, here go the cover. Here go the cover. Hold up. Let me pause this. Hold on. Here go the cover. Here go the cover. Here go the cover. Wait, what? There go the cover.
But what the hell, bro?
You need to leave.
No. That's not the cover. That's not the cover. I'm trolling. Hold on. Let me replay the song. Let me play. Hold on. That's not the cover. That would have been the cover. That would have been the cover. Hold on. That shit nasty, though. Shout out to AI. AI got me looking like a funny monkey, bro. A fudgely monkey. This the cover. Here we go. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me make it smaller. This the cover right here. Hold on. Let me make it smaller. All right. This the cover of the song, Take You Home. Y'all see it on my page, man. Go hit the like button on that. Where should I put it? I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, we dropping that. 1 second. Try and make it a bit smaller. Yeah, we dropping that. We dropping that. I got to start putting out more music. I've been so busy, but we going to find a way, bro. I'm going to let y'all hear. I'm going to let y'all hear the first 30 seconds of the song. Let me see. Let me let y'all hear the first 30 seconds of the song. Here we go. This is the Adam effect. I love them ghetto bitches. It's Black, baby. This one for the bad bitches. What up, mama? Pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle. Where my goals at? Tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player shit. I'm trying to make you home tonight. You own it right, ayy. Then jump on my bike, ayy. Then jump on it right, ayy. This your song tonight, your song tonight. Tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player shit. I'm trying to make you home tonight. Yeah, you own it right, ayy. Then jump on my bike, ayy. Then jump on it right, ayy. This your song. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Like I said, I appreciate all of y'all. We back in here tomorrow morning, hopefully. Deuces, your boy BA. Peace.